going on, guys? This is the first video for the Aries Gaming Productions. I am Aries, and today we are going to be talking about Warframe. And this is a game that I actually played with a buddy of mine from Mondofication Gaming. Make sure to follow him as well. But we played the other day, and it was just kind of after I had been going back into the game that I had been really trying to get back into it. I played it a couple of years ago, and I immediately wrote off the game and didn't really like it that much, and was kind of concerned about the direction that the game was going. But however, after the release of Destiny 2, a lot of people were telling some other YouTubers in the comment sections to go check out this game because it was basically just Destiny except better. And so I didn't really know what they meant by that. However, once I got back into the game and I'd seen how much the creators of the game had done to it and what direction they were taking the project, that I had to jump back in, and I tried it, and now I am kind of hooked on this game. So I want to give a little bit of my impressions on the gameplay, the story, and probably having some other, possibly some other videos about just me kind of playing, because I really am hooked to this game. This game is awesome. Once again, this is Aries from Aries Gaming Productions, and let's jump right into it. So, right now, I have a Warframe that is not your starter Warframe. This is the Nidus Warframe, and this is probably becoming actually one of my favorite Warframes just because I only have two at the time. I have the Excalibur, which is what you start off with as your basic Warframe, and then of course you can actually build other Warframes and then use them as you build. However, you can also buy them through a little series of mini microtransactions, which I will get to in a second. But this is basically just to kind of get them faster, if you don't feel like grinding a whole lot, because this game is very grindy, as many people have already stated. And but the thing about this game, though, that the grind that I've had to get to try and build Warframes has been completely worth it. And it actually helps you progress in the game more, trying to get to places where you need the parts to build the Warframe. You need the parts to build the guns. You need the parts to get you need to go on missions to gain these cards that are kind of functioning like star cards from the Battlefront series that's been rolled out by EA. Except these cards are actually, they're free for one, and you get them by playing the game. Simply, just it's as simple as that. And so we're going to go ahead and take a look around our ship before we jump into missions. Right here we have your market, which is basically just a direct line to being able to purchase not only the Warframes for Platinum, which you get a fixed amount of, and you can buy more. That's part of the microtransaction system in this game. But you can also buy blueprints for certain Warframes or certain weapons that allow you to go and find the parts around the solar system, which is what this game is about. It's about basically just traversing around the solar system. And you can actually buy them and then look for the parts, and if you have enough parts, you can create them in your ship, and it will take a little bit of time. For the past couple weapons that I've tried to build, it actually has taken me probably about a day for it to actually build, but the wait is worth it because, as you can see, I've built two weapons that I have on me right now. I believe the bolter, and I forgot what the name of the sword is, but this is basically part of the game where it will take a lot of grinding, but at the same time it feels really good to actually accomplish stuff. Now the codex is where you can check on all the war from the game, basically. And you can actually check out the Warframes. You can check out the war for the quest, and all that stuff. And it's just really good. So here is some of the quest stuff. I kind of want to go through how the Kubrau, I believe that's how you pronounce that. Not really sure about this. Once again, forgive me because I'm really new to the game, how the updated version of the game at least. But I've already completed some quests. Stolen Dreams so far has been a really hard quest for me, without other people helping me, just because of the first part of the mission and the last part. And if you've ever played that mission, you probably know how tedious getting the spy mission on the very last part of Stolen Dreams is. The Arcwing missions were awesome. And it actually felt like I was having to develop this thing. It actually took time for this, for you to build the parts that you need for the Arcwing, and once you get it, there's a really badass space mission that you do. And so, that was really, really nice, really, really interesting, and it was just great overall. And of course, the first mission is kind of like the main mission that they start you out with when you first get Excalibur, and you're kind of following around the Grenier and tracing down the commander of the Grenier, with Captain Vor, I believe. And so that mission is actually really fun. If you're not leveled, get ready to die a lot for that final mission, because if you haven't leveled your guns right or leveled your Warframe up, or have your weapons at max, it's probably going to be a little hard. And that's how most of these missions are, actually. If you don't level up your stuff, it will be extremely hard without the help of some high-level player that's in your party to try to get past it. But this is the codex, so this is the quest that we have, and you can actually check out all the stuff on, like, Warframes, Arcwings, companions that you can have with you, which I believe the Kubrau mission actually gives you a companion, and I haven't completed that yet. The factions for the different races that you fight. There's mods for your Warframe and your weapons and how you can equip them. There's the art gallery right here, the fragments, weapons, relics, and arcanes, which I haven't really delved into a whole lot, and the objects, which I believe are just the things that you find in the world that you can crack open, and they give you resources and things like that. The training, so this basically walks you through, in case you forget stuff like I have, this actually walks you through most of the stuff that you're going to find out, and so this is actually really cool. So it tells you about damage, sentinels, crafting, tells you how to craft your stuff in case you don't know, upgrades, mods, how to do that, advanced movement for people who have the basics down but kind of want to move faster, get your Warframe, make it a little bit more mobile for you when you're traversing the terrain, because these maps are big, and the maps are actually generated to where you'll never start out doing the same type of mission layout. The game will actually change up the layout of the map, so you're never doing the same place in the mission, the exact same, which is a lot of people's gripe with Destiny and games like that just kind of have you going to the same place over and over again, spawning you in the same place. This game does not do that, and the times that it does, you barely notice it. And so they talk about melee, for your melee weapons and stuff. You have clans. I have my own clan created, the Ares Nation, which if you just want a clan to have a good time in and a pretty good environment, hit my clan up. Right now it's me and my buddy from Modification Gaming, which again, you guys should follow him. We have started our clan, and those of you who have subscribed to him, anything like that, make sure to check out this as well, because that is it's one of the neater parts of the game, because there's so much stuff you can do with the clans, and I'll go into that a little bit more. Dark sectors I haven't really checked out, but I feel like they are they're used to rank up your clan, and but we have synthesis right here. It tells you how to synthesize all your stuff, and then the index, which I believe is just kind of like the lore stuff again for the system. Missions, and this gives you an in-depth thing about, or an in-depth explanation about the different types of missions that you undergo throughout going through the solar system, about what you have to do to accomplish each mission, and the mission types. It even goes into doing stuff with other people, like the trial missions, which are apparently really hard. I don't think I think I did one a while back ago when the game was kind of new, but that was probably a long time ago, and I haven't really done one. But I remember them being extremely hard if you're kind of a new player, so you kind of want to rank up a little bit before you go into the trial missions. And then it goes into the multiplayer missions as well: the Cephalon Capture, Annihilation, Team Annihilation, and Lunaro. And those are the PvP stuff for everybody that wants to get into PvP for this game. But I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys, if you want to do a real good PvP stuff, this is probably not the game for you. If you really like that high energy, crazy, off-the-wall Warframe type of combat, and you want to carry that into PvP, you can do that in this game. It's not something that you're going to find like in any of other Bungie's work, like Halo or something, because this is not Bungie. I believe this is the studio that did this is not Bungie. They're actually a corporation, I believe, that only has 170 people that worked on this game to make it as in depth and as exciting as they have. Is just remarkable in its own. This is really nice, and so we have all these missions going up for us right now, and let's go ahead and check out the market, which I mentioned. So this is where you're going to be able to go into the mission stuff. Right now I have it on blueprints only. We can go to non-blueprints, and you're able to see automatically. So this is where the main marketplace is, where you can kind of spend stuff on that. And of course, if you want to unlock certain things, you have to have a certain mastery rank, and so that's kind of what that is for that. And it also has collections that you can buy if you want to spend the money on that. If you want to go to the PSN store and do that, this is a big portion of the game where you can go in and make sure to check this out if you can. If you want to spend money on this game, I would encourage you to actually do it, because this is a game where a lot of people say this is pay to win. If you spend more money on it, you're going to get the better weapons and better stuff. I think that's absolute bullcrap, and people who say that honestly probably haven't given the game a try. They don't know what they're talking about, or they haven't played it as much to kind of know that if you work on it hard enough, then you can get anything in this game basically for free. But it does take a big grind. And so let's take a look around the rest of the ship. We have our factions right here, so you can choose which faction you want to go to. I have the Red Veil faction going for me right now, because they just kind of seem like they're like the dark side of the Force, if you want to compare it to anything. So that's why I chose them, and they're also allied. So if you go right here to the Red Veil stuff, you can actually see who their enemies are, who they're aligned with, as far as their faction stuff goes. So my enemies right now are the Arbiters of the Hexus and the Cephalon Suda, which we're opposed to. I guess that means we're kind of like neutral toward them. I'm not really sure what opposed actually means with that. But it's a quick and dirty review of the factions. Then you have your Conclave, which is basically, I think, your PvP way, and so yeah, this gets you right to the PvP stuff. No bullshitting going around here. Gets you right into that. And then it even gives you a so Annihilation. You are one against many. Annihilate the most Oro to win the match. Team Annihilation. Annihilate the Oro of the opposing team to win victory. Capture the opposing Cephalon to protect your own cap with the Cephalon capture. And then the Lunaro, which is the ancient team sport, or the Lost Orokin era, which I believe somebody said was similar to like space soccer, um, or space basketball. Um, I haven't really checked any of the PvP stuff out, but I'd be willing to give it a shot if I actually had a group of people that would actually do it with me consistently, because I don't want to get wrecked by somebody who could just, like, you know, 1v3 me in Lunaro, or 1v4 us in Team Annihilation. So, um, that's that. Then you have your new stuff right here, which they will actually talk about this. And the thing that I'm actually excited about is this new update that it's getting, which is the Plains of Eidolon, which is going to be, if you haven't checked it out, there's some other YouTubers that put out some really good content on the Plains of Eidolon, and this is going to be an open world event that Warframe and its creators are putting out right now, where you can basically do whatever you want to in this open world stuff, and it's just remarkable that it's free. I mean, this, you don't have to pay for this content. It's a free update, and you can fish. You can just pretty much goof around with your Arcwing if you have it, which that mission is really easy to kind of get your Arcwing and be able to do that. And you'll be able to fly around in it. And I also know that the creators talked about these big kaiju battles that are going to happen in the plains, and you can actually get a team together, and if you're high enough leveled, and I believe you have to complete a quest in order to actually fight them. And so basically the developers of the game have actually said, if you're not high level, do not go out, you know, when it gets dark, because these things come out of the water. They'll take you out of your Arcwing. You have to use strategy to beat them, and it's a multi-stage kaiju boss fight. So if you like games like the Gears of War series, where you fight these big, massive kaiju things, and other stuff like that, then this is probably going to be the game for you. And it's going to be very, very, or at least this is going to be the map that you want to go on, and so it's going to be freaking awesome. But if you're interested in that, I would definitely check that out, and just re-download the game, try it out, and see what you like. But let's go to the parts of the other ship right here. So you can actually go down your ship. You actually have your scanner right here, which so it'll have these random updates from, I'm not sure who that was. Alright, so we have your foundry right here. This is going to be where you're crafting the materials that you need for warframes, for weapons, for even like health, like restore health stuff, which I'm going to go ahead and build that. It takes 58 seconds. This is a follower that I'm actually going to have on my team, and he's like a little, I'm pretty sure this is like a little companion that you can have to follow you around, and it's going to be pretty awesome. But then again, we have the Vauban Warframe, the Rhino Warframe, which I am currently trying to build, which I do not have enough stuff to do that. But it looks, it just looks nasty. It looks like a nasty Warframe that's going to be a lot of fun. I've seen a lot of people just get this Warframe and stick with it, basically because of how good it is. I've heard Vauban described as the Master Chief of this game, which sounds pretty interesting. I kind of want to get some of this to check him out. Apparently he's one of the harder people to build. So Oberon, which is kind of, I heard, like a good balance character. Hydroid, which I heard is kind of trash, but it's pretty interesting that they would describe it as that. Loki, which I heard is like the only S tier Warframe in the game, and a lot of people really like Loki. A lot of people don't like playing as him, but they can't deny how good he is at doing what he does, which is his stealth option that he has, which apparently is like the best stealth thing in the game. You can like go entire maps, complete the objective, and like get out before anyone even notices you. That's pretty nice. So if you like stealth, Loki is probably your best choice, along with Ash. Ash, as I heard, is a really fun Warframe to play, pick up for people who are just beginning, like myself. And so we got some Ether Dagger, Bronco Prime, which I'm not sure what that even is. I'm going to have to do some more research on what this actually is exactly. But you could also do Spectres, Replicant Clone from the Warframe, which can be deployed to assist Tino on their missions. So you basically have like another Warframe, I guess. So that's pretty nice. So I guess. Oh, let's see here. Are you sure you want to override your existing loadout for the Spectre with your current loadout? I'm not sure about that. We're not going to mess with that for right now. But then you have over here your mods. This is basically what you're using to equip your Warframes and your weapons with. All this right here is just stuff that I've gathered from my minuscule time of playing this game, which is still a pretty good collection. I mean, I'm kind of glad I got all this stuff right here. But you can actually, if you notice these little dots on the cards, you can actually level them up, which is what I'm about to try to do. Let's take let's just go with let's see, what do we want to upgrade? What about let's just do this. Let's do the stretch. Okay, so let's do that. And then we can either fuse it, which is basically improving it, making it better, stronger for your Warframe or your weapon. But this one specifically, I believe, a Warframe. Yes, so we'd help our Warframe out. We could sell it for credits. Depending on what rank you've leveled it up to, you can get more credits off that. Or you dissolve it, and you can get material off it to improve some other Warframe that you've, or some other card that you want to improve on. And then this Ioton Treasures, not really sure what that does exactly, but I'm once again, I'm too low level to probably even understand what that is. So that's one thing about the game that I really kind of disprove on, is that the learning curve for this game is incredible. I mean, you have to go on wikis and a lot of websites to kind of figure out if you want something that you really want to. You're probably going to have to look it up. So just be prepared to seek help in this game. A lot of people who've been playing the game for a long time are more than willing to help you. The community for this game is actually filled with a lot of hilarious people who will blow up your chat with really funny things to say about the universe and stuff. And so that's pretty neat. Overall, I really like the idea that you kind of have your own ship, and that you can kind of just go around wherever you want to. Okay, so this is where a lot of people go to. Really, I think this is the only place where you can go and kind of exchange your Warframe, your primary weapon, which is usually a rifle or a bow, your sidearm right here, which I'm trying to level up to get my new mastery rank up, and then your melee-based weapon, which I have the Cronus. That is what the weapon is called. And so just to show you guys what you can actually do with your different stuff, so let's go to our Warframe, and this is where we can either upgrade it. So you can have like me, and I've got my build out here. Not the best build, obviously, because I haven't leveled up a bunch of stuff, but there we have it. You can be able to equip different cards for your Warframe, power it up, make it stronger. You can also change its appearance. So let's just go with this. Let's go, we can have a Nihilus helmet, and I'm pretty sure that's a purchase for platinum that you can use to have a different helmet. You could use it to have different skins. which I don't think Nidus has any right now. You can use attachments, the Sayadana, which I'm pretty sure is a something that I don't have access to right now, and then the Regalia. So this is where if you go to a faction, you can actually equip the different faction that you want to be on. It'll actually pop up on your character's chest right there. It's like a big FU to people who aren't part of your faction, which is pretty good. And then you can actually put it on your back too. If you don't like it in the front, you can put it on your back. And then the colors. So let's say I don't like the way my Warframe looks. Let's say we don't like it looking like a discount Swamp Thing. I can actually change the color of the character, and so let's say we want to make it real nasty looking. You know, we want to make it. Let's say we want to do something like a kind of like purple, like a purplish thing. So let's go with that. Let's look at that real quick and see what we can do off that. Okay, so automatically right here, we can change it into something like this right here. We can even change the tertiary colors, which I kind of like too. So you get a little bit more complexity into that. And so you have that right there. And so we can make this thing just look however we want it to. And so let's just change it to look like that. And so automatically we have some character customization, some real in-depth character customization right there just off the colors. And so that's really what's interesting about this game, is that you can actually do that. We can actually even change the color of our weapons, which I've already done. We can change the color of our sidearms. We can change the appearance of our Cronus right here, which I've already done that. I got a nasty, sickening looking color that's kind of like purplish. That looks kind of, in my opinion, it looks badass. So automatically, real change, real time right there. Don't have to wait around for it to like the other mods and stuff that you have to do in the game. And the first thing about this is you can have a little advanced movement going on your ship. So you can actually just roll around your ship if you wanted to. You can just spin, you know, just if you want to try to improve your movement speed and stuff like that, and you can just kind of mess around your ship and stuff like that. This is where you go for your void relics. If you want to kind of upgrade them, get them rolling, and you can upgrade your relics to make them higher rank, which might let you drop more items if you go on void missions, which I've been on one void mission and that was pretty fun. Kind of reminded me of the map that I was on, reminded me of the flood missions from Halo. So that was pretty nice. But we have that going on right now, and what I didn't know, however, so we have these doors don't really do anything in your ship. They're just kind of here. If you have this particular Warframe, there's a section in your ship where I believe it's closed off because you have to have this Warframe to get in this particular part of the ship, which is corrupted by the infested. And so automatically, look at that. The Warframe actually changes the look that it does. And then we got this guy right here who is kind of scary. You know, in order to activate him, you actually have to sit in the chair, let him stab you in the neck or something like that, and you have like a link now with the infestation here. And so that's pretty neat. And I guess it's like a little a pod that you can kind of go into. I don't believe you can. But this game is definitely something to look at as far as just this goes. I mean, this is my guy just looks nasty, number one, and you can actually make him look like that on missions. And when you exit the area, he just kind of goes back to normal. But yes, this is definitely where the game definitely thrives, and right here, just the amount of hub stuff that you can do right here, and so that's pretty neat. But we're gonna go into a mission, and let's just try it out. Let's go. a lot of people are just like kind of doing the basic exterminate missions, where you just go in and wipe out mobs of enemies. The defense missions, which you hold a position and you keep defending them for waves. This is like a wave defense type of mission, and so having this with like 3 other people in your party is awesome. It's fun. You never feel like no one's doing their job because everybody usually has a good idea of just kill the enemies and then kind of hold the position as long as you can. And the good thing about these missions is that you don't have to stay with your group. If you want to do 5 waves and then you want to leave because you don't like the mission mode, you can do that even while you're in a party, and you'll just leave, and the other 3 are there, and then another person might come and take your spot. So that's pretty neat. I like that design very much. You have special. Yeah, that dude is scary. Not that hard of a boss, but still scary. But those are assassination missions where you have particular bosses that show up on different planets, and you have to beat them in order to gain access to different planets, which I do not have currently. Still waiting on that Ceres junction, and still waiting on the Phobos junction to be completed. So we've gotten one thing right there. 3 void relics have to be opened in order for you to gain access to one part of the Phobos junction. And then the other part is just to scan 3 Cephalon fragments on Mars. I'm not quite sure how to do that. Once again, one of the bad things about the game is that it doesn't explain to you kind of how to actually do this. What does it mean to scan a fragment? And so maybe I'll make another video on that, hopefully. With no further ado, let's jump right into an extermination mission, and let's see if we got some guys that are still awake at this late hour and playing. So hopefully we'll have something. Maybe we'll have some teammates show up at the last second, help us clear out some of these waves, or it just might be me solo, which is fine. But I also probably going to do another video on this whenever it's not, 1:30 in the morning, and do that. But let's go ahead and get this thing rolling. Here we are. Boom. Right there. Get you right into the map.
There is a large platoon of Grenier Marines stationed here. Leave no one standing.
Okay, so the movement in this game is beautiful. Just like that. Just covered that ground with ease. I mean, it literally took me 2 buttons to do that, really. It was just X, double jump, yeah, let's do all that sort of stuff. So let's get into the combat. Alright, so we got some enemies up here. Now what we can do is we can kind of slide in their DMs right here and kind of do that. Boom. Slice and dice, alright. Oh, what? Oh god! Alright. Alright. Let's see who we got here, and so let's just get him out of the way. Destruction. Alright. And let's see what we got here. Some more stuff for us to crack open. Oh, they've activated the alarms, which the enemy will do. And they will actually send more enemies towards you. And so we already got our affinity stuff right there. Just get 3 kills within 10 seconds. Alright, so let's see what we got going on here. We got some enemies up top. They're trying to, I don't know what they're doing, sniping or something. Oh, we got some guys joining the fight. Alright, that's pretty cool. Alright, so let's, oh, we got a guy with a prime thing right here. That's pretty nice. Okay, and this is awesome. Let's just look at that. It's like, it's not slow motion shooting because it's still in real time, but it gives you another movement option, which is basically your Superman. I mean, you can just fly through this, and so that's pretty nice. He's disabling the alarms. Nice job. And so we're gonna keep going.
Alarms have been reset.
And so he's already got his companion with him, which is the one that I'm trying to build, which gives you a, I believe, a shield boost for you It kind of protects you, gives you that extra protection that you need. And so I don't know where this guy's going, but we're just gonna follow him and see where it takes us. He's just in here for shits and giggles, I think. So once again, I mean, this movement is it's so good. It's one of the best parts of the gameplay, where you can just kind of feel like you are unstoppable space ninja that's just kind of floating around, doing stuff, doing silly stuff, really. And so go in here, hit him with that ability right there. Now, if you notice, I have a counter right there. It's at 0. But if I get another hit, and if I get my guy up to enough stacks, the appearance of my Warframe will actually change. And that is just unbelievably awesome for this build. Whoever made this Warframe deserves a raise for this company. Boom, right there. Alright. Okay, so get this guy. I don't know why he's just standing there. Get this guy too. And and the reason why this mission is seeming a little bit easier for me is just because I've leveled up my guy. I've loaded his Warframe to 30, so he's at max rank, and I've got a little bit of the mods on him that I really like to use. Now, this game, if you notice, is not just a pure shooter. It actually places a lot of emphasis on combining your stuff. So, being able to combine the aspect of being able to kind of shoot them quickly, jump in, and then kind of do your melee attack there too, which is pretty neat. But you can just go strictly melee if you want to do. So let's see, if I just want to do strict melee, I can bring out my sword and just do the entire map like this. I can block with your sword. You can block enemy projectiles with the sword, which is really neat. And if you also notice, my Warframe does not have shields. This is kind of, I think, unique to this Warframe, how it just relies strictly on you having a lot of armor on your Warframe and a lot of health. And so, we're just going through right now, and kind of diving in, sliding into those DMs once again. And so we basically got continuing the mission right here. You've been stabbed in the back, stealth-like. Alright. Then we can just go in balls of blazing right here, which I'm not sure what even that was. Alright, so we're blocking those. Boom. Boom. Got him with our ability right there. Keep going with the ability. I kind of want to get y'all to see the nastiness that this Warframe can already have. And so I got 2 stacks. And so let's see. Let's see what we can do. And we've not even gotten to half of our objective because the type of stuff that we can do in this game is just ridiculous. And there's a card right there that's free loot. If you like the Destiny style loot system, you really like this game because it gives you that instant access, it almost seems like, to being able to do the loot stuff. And so let's go and take on some more enemies. Wow, they are both dead. Actually, 3 of them were dead off that one ability. And so let's just go to him. Stealth kill. Another stealth kill right there. Get that energy up. Another stealth kill. And so here we go. Another stealth kill. And let's go for, ooh, baby, a triple. Alright. Alright, here we go. Oh, okay. For some reason couldn't stealth kill him, but that's alright. We got the triple. As the do it for the vine. And here we go. And we got some more stuff right here. Oh, that's a sad event right there. Alright, so we just kind of took them out. And the enemy types vary, so it's not like you're fighting the same mobs of enemies over and over again. You have a lot of variety dealing with this. And let's go ahead and get rid of this alarm right here. The interface with the alarms is actually pretty easy to kind of get past. So that's pretty neat. But Yes. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. All right. Got some more salvage. All right, and that guy puts up a shield for his allies right there. They'll actually be really smart about how the enemies use their abilities to try to get that. And would you look at that? We have 4 stacks, and already we got some fungus growing out of us. Just block, 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 block. Because we are Space Ninja. That's all we do. Space Ninja it up. Space Ninja. Alright. Alright. I'm not sure what that... Okay. Not sure what that did exactly, but... Alright, you're dead too. Oh my god. Alright. Oh, shit. We're getting a little bit of heavy fire here. Okay. We're gonna have to use our ninja skills to get us out of that. Alright. Alright, here we go. And then just like that, back to gunfighting. Alright, and I think he has frost equipped, because that was definitely a frost ability. So he's got his Frost Prime Warframe, that's pretty neat. And that's destruction. Alright, and so automatically, just look at that. Look how smooth that movement was. Pretty much seamless. Alright, well he is dead as a doornail, and he's dead too. And if you notice right there, he got pinned to the wall by that. Depending on what kind of weapon you use, sometimes it will just pin enemies to the wall like a damn ragdoll, and they basically just get shat upon. Okay, well that's wow. Okay, and so we actually got really lucky here by getting to the extraction zone before then. But I kind of want to get one more kill with my ability, which, alright, we got enough energy to do it now. Alright, that's pretty cool. Just kind of looking to see if we can find another enemy to where I can use a ability on him. Let's see, so I can get this stack going on here. And so this Warframe is actually pretty neat. But yeah, it's so good, and I like how it nullifies the sound too on it. Like how you're flying in the air, you just kind of just woo, Superman that hoe. All right. Okay. Still trying to find somebody where I can get this kind of last hit on him a little bit, and okay, so, we picked up a avatar piece. Alright, avatar Amber Star. Alright, so we got something like that. And, before we go, I just want to show you this pretty sweet ability right here. I can spin the stacks that I use to do this little garden of death right here. And then, I actually have, maggots right here that will actually, latch onto people and steal health. Which is pretty neat. And then we have that, and it actually amplifies your abilities, well, I'm pretty sure, while you're in there, so it's pretty neat. But yeah, that is the mission. So you get awards, syndicate points, and I'll go over those as soon as our loading screen is back up. About the certain loot, and the ranking up system for your weapons, and your Warframe, because your Warframe will level up the more missions that you do, and you can get it to max rank like my Nidus is. And forgive me if I'm butchering these pronunciations of these Warframes, but I only know some of their correct pronunciations. Nidus, I call it Nidus, usually. But, so we have our level up system right here. We have the Boltor. We're getting leveled up to, next rank will be rank 17. The Leto, and then the Cronus. And then if you look at our item rewards, we have credits. We earned an Avatar Amber Star. We have Morphix, the Field Drawn Sample, the nav coordinate, and salvage. And then over here we have our cards that we got from that. There are modifications that we can put on to our Warframe and others. And so we have Disruptor, the Pressure Point, and Vitality, which is always a good thing to put on your Warframe in case you just want to be an unstoppable tank monster. And then it also has your stats. How well did you do? And so it looks like we were kind of, we did a little bit better than him just because I think we were there a little bit before him. Our fire accuracy is better. His pickup count was better. His upgrades received were a whole lot more, apparently, for some reason. I'm not sure why that was. But damage dealt, damage taken, which he didn't take the bulk of it. Total kills, headshots, melee shots, deaths. So none of us died on that because it's a pretty simple mission for the rank that we were at. And then you get syndicate points. So you'll actually gain syndicate points off missions that you do, and you'll actually gain negative syndicate points for enemies of your syndicate. And that affects your relationship with them. And so the Arbiters of Hexus, we are a deceiver, which means we are not the best of friends with the Arbiters of the Hexus. And so that's another type of gameplay element that's really interesting, because it actually kind of makes you feel like you're progressing for one branch, but you're also kind of, eliminating options from other groups that you could have joined, which is a good choice for the game. But I do not want to do that mission. But let's go ahead and do it. I'm not sure which mission that he picked. But I believe he's still using this Frost Prime Warframe. Which I heard Frost is a really good Warframe. Might try to get that one. But once again, this game is really grindy about being able to pick up stuff. We have a infiltration mission.
Get inside enemy data vaults and retrieve crucial intelligence data.
And that's a explosive barrel right there, so you can shoot that and damage a wide area of enemies that Let's get some of this stuff going on right here. Alright, so we're just going through these guys right now.
Be on the lookout for increased security measures.
Wow, he was up in my face right there.
I spotted you.
Alright, so they got that something going on here. Get out of my face once again. Get out of here. Oh yeah, keep them coming.
Alarms have been reset.
Let's go over here and get some of these stack kills going on. Alright, there's one. There's two. Oh, we almost fell off right there. That would have been bad. Alright, so we go on grooving on here. He's gonna go ahead and turn off that sensor for him. So now we have to actually go through the parts right here. I'm gonna turn off that because I'm pretty sure that dude would probably run into it. So going through these sensor stuff. And we already got that going on. So now this is more of a stealth mission. And now, since he set off the alarm, we are going to have to go in here and oh my god, what is this thing? Okay, and sometimes you'll actually run into these little mini bosses right here that will attempt to wow, we are about to delete him. Usually that is harder if you are lower leveled, but for us it's just kind of child's play. So I just turn off that. Yeah, good job. So our teammate didn't actually screw that up too badly. So that's pretty nice. Well done. And just look at this movement right there. Oh my god. Well, never mind. If we actually mess it up, yeah, that's cool. Jeez. But We're doing pretty good so far. We got one of them down. We just got to get the other one here. And, oh, going down. Alright. And the loot for this game is really satisfying too. You don't ever feel like you got cheated out of loot, except if you're going for a lot of your Warframe stuff. You might feel cheated then. My dude here is just not worried about these sensors. He is just like on a mission, in a mission. He is trying to just stop this. He's trying to get done with this as quick as possible. I feel you, dude. All right, so let's go with him right there. Wow. For some reason, the stealth option was unavailable there. And now we have another alarm going off. And so these guys are peons. Get them out of my way. And no match for the Space Ninjas.
Alarms reset.
Alright, so we got our so simple, so clean options of movement right here. And so where are we going to now? And boom, right here. Alright. And we got him opening up those doors right there. We got to make sure he doesn't set off the alarm this time. Hopefully. And okay, so we can't go through there. And so now we're gonna go through this. We got to be careful about those right there. And so, oh my god, I think I almost screwed us up right there, but so now we just got to go into here and see that. Alright. Oh, that's a nice little aerial thing he did right there. Just, alright, so that's how, oh wow, I did not know that would happen. Alright, so we got all this going on. I gotta follow him, never mind. Actually no, we were going the right way. Okay, so just do that, and I'm pretty sure it's below us. Oh, never mind.
Alarms.
Oh, I screwed the pooch on that one. Oh my god, let's get out of here. Oh god, let's see if he can save us from being embarrassed on stream. Alright. Oh, my bad, dude. Oh, we got it.
Data integrity verified. Retrieval
Oh my god.
successful.
Almost didn't do it. That's okay, because we're still the best. We're still the champs. We're still the greatest of all time. Muhammad Ali status, definitely. But and this is what I'm talking about. The teammates that at least I've had, as far as doing stuff, doing stuff in the game, and this is another fact. Being able to basically just run rampant on this thing right here, just back shoot that. Let's go back for him. He seems like a bitch. All right, yeah, he's a bitch. All right. So we're gonna keep it going, keep the streak alive. We're going for 3 for 3. And once again, guys, this is just one of the few missions that you can kind of do as far as stuff like this goes. And so this is, I've only played 2 game modes out of like probably 10 that there actually are. And so that's pretty neat. Just off itself, how it gives you more game modes, more stuff that you can do, and a lot of stuff that you can do with other, basically everything you can do with other players. How the system kind of works. But let's go ahead and crack the code right. So
the enemy will start destroying data.
boom, right there, stealth kill, nice. All right. So now we just gotta be careful not to try to set off any alarms like that. And so we just got him. I'm pretty sure we just disabled the alarms that we had accidentally tripped. Okay, so he's already gotten into the... Nope, that is something else. Alright, so I think he deactivated the security. Whoa, okay. That's... I think we are supposed to not do that. And, So let's see what this does. Okay, we accidentally set off the
Data
alarms.
destruction is imminent.
Fuck. Okay, alright, well, let's see if we can't fuck this up anymore. We might not even get this one because I think I might have...
Data integrity verified. Retrieval was successful.
Never mind, he bailed us out. That's pretty awesome. Wow, excellent job, dude. Alright, so we're just gonna clear these peons out right here. Mass murder going on right here. And keep it going. Keep it going, keep it strong. Keep it tight. Wow. That's a bunch of dead Grenier right there. Get our Morphix going on. What the hell is that? Okay. So I got 2 stack. Oh, there's a sniper right there. Let's watch all them get cooked. And me too. Oh my god. Alright. Yeah, so they all got cooked. And me included. Okay. Boom, Superman. Alright, so we have all of our stuff, and now we just gotta head to extraction. We just gotta head to the escape point, which I'm not sure where that's at right now. Oh, enemies, oh, we had a change of plans here. We are having to kill enemies now, too. So this is another dynamic of the game that's actually really interesting. You can actually just kind of, oh my god, you can die like that. But you can also, you'll be able to have a lot more movement, which I'm obviously not the expert at, but still fun. Still a fun way to kind of get around the map and stuff. Okay, so he just demolished that guy. The long distance snipe.
Doors are locked. Time to break in.
And you already have dynamic enemies, enemies that don't have jetpacks, enemies that do, enemies that will try to use their abilities on you, and so I don't know who's firing at us right there, but I think it's this guy right here. He's dead. Now we just got to go to extraction. ETA, I don't know. We are locked out right there. Oh, gallium. I love getting gallium in this game. It's kind of random, but if you see a spot like that right there, you kind of want to go for them. You need a lot of stuff and a lot of gallium for building things, just like a bunch of other stuff. So he's been obliterated, and so that's pretty nice right there. Oh, clutch jump. Oh, we got that affinity, and affinity is really useful for having revives and stuff like that in case you do die on missions. Which I won't lie, if you go into this game under leveled, you will probably not survive. It's kind of just as simple as that. But it's also it's really fun, and but that's probably gonna be the last mission we do. But we also got some new stuff right here. Identified parry at 16% counter chance, and a magazine warp, which is a +5 magazine capacity. Which again, guys, you can upgrade those for days, and just have, you know, your primary assault rifle having like, you know, 1200. You know, magazine clips probably. It's pretty ridiculous. So we did get 80 endo, which we can use for upgrading this stuff. We also got a relic. All right, so we have a relic, got some gallium, morphix, and some more samples, and salvage, which salvage is really useful for upgrading stuff in your clan. You can use it for I believe I usually use it just to upgrade stuff in my clan. As far as the building goes, and my clan is not very large at this time, but And you can lead the squads that you're assigned to, of course, at any time. But just to give you guys an idea, in case you guys take a look at the video and want to join the clan, we have the Ares Nation going on. And so that's ARES space NATION. And in case you guys want to join that. And of course, our rank is 0 because I have no ducats, apparently. Which I believe you can get that by trading in some stuff from the relics, or just prime blueprints that you find that you don't want to have, and so you can use that to upgrade your clan rank. But this is and of course my buddy Modification Gaming. He is a he's a scrub. No, I'm just kidding. He is part of my clan. He is a Dark Sage, which is the 4th highest rank, I believe, in my clan. Or I think it's actually the 5th. So what we can do is we can check that, and we can see, we can invite people to our clan. We can edit the hierarchies for the clan. We can go into our motto, which is our famous meme, the Omae Moshinderu, stuff like that. So I think that's actually pretty funny. We can create alliances with other clans, I'm pretty sure, which is badass. In case you want to be aligned with certain clans, and you know a buddy that has a clan, so you want to be aligned with him. And then we can go to edit our hierarchies. So I'm the Demon's Head. I'm Ra's al Ghul. We have the Destroyer Gods, Still Slayer General, Death Dealer, Dark Sage, Soldiers Recruits, and of course the scrubbiest of the scrubs, the Grubs. So what you actually notice too is that the roles for each member are different, varying on their actual rank in the thing. So rulers, members can add or remove permissions on others. So I can promote, demote, I'm pretty sure. Oh no, that's actually different. This is just can add or remove permissions on others. So I can just remove, what they're able to do. A recruiter, you can invite other members of the clan. Regular, you can discharge or kick from clan. You can promote other members to join your rank or below. And members can begin construction or destruction of dojo rooms and decorations. So that's actually pretty useful, or detrimental if someone's going to join your clan and just be a troll, and they can just start destroying stuff. Which you want to have some of your trusted guys as architects. You don't want to have just anybody kind of blowing up shit in your dojo. Members can make dojo contributions from the clan vault and can edit the clan trade tax rate, which is another level of intricacy in this game. Members can queue research. So if you have a research thing built for your clan, you can actually just put the guys who are in charge of tech, and they can just queue research for warframes, for weapons. It's really sick. A tactician, members can begin the construction of solar rails in the dojo and deploy completed rails on the solar map. And so you get extra, what solar rails do, or you can deploy them on specific parts of the map, the star map. And you can actually gain credits, boost your EXP, and so that's pretty useful if you have somebody that can just deploy these rails and get you guys some extra experience. And chat moderator, you can kick or suspend people from the chat clan. So that's all this stuff is just really neat, and you can actually, if you're the ruler like me, you can set people to do different things. So if we wanted Grubs to be able to, I don't know, if we want the Grubs to be a ruler, we can. It's just silly stuff like that. But it's so intricate, and it's so rewarding to kind of have that kind of clan system, be able to have that in the game. So my buddy is a Dark Sage, so he has access to building the construction or destruction of dojo rooms. He can alter the clan tax rate, and he can also, just do contributions to the vault. He can do queue research, and that's all he can do. So let's say we want him to be a recruiter. We can put that on him. He can add people that he wants to the clan. Or if I don't want to give him that power, I can just promote him, and he can do that. And so And if I want him to do something else, I can just keep promoting him until he is he could be a destroyer god. I don't think I could rank him up to my status, but I had that much experience with the clan stuff. But yes, he is. So he is our dark sage for the stuff, and you can actually name your hierarchies. So if you don't like the name, you can actually just rename the hierarchy and go into that. So that's pretty neat. Messages, you can view all the people who are done are part of your clan. So it's really neat. And of course, this is just the main menu. I don't know if I showed this off or not. Navigation just brings you to the star map. The equipment sends you right to your inventory space where you can change your loadouts. Marcus, you can just purchase the upgrades and equipment. So that just brings you right to this right here, which we were at there just a little while ago. And communication, that's where you check your friends, clan inbox, the quest, embrace the path of a true Tenno, which I have failed to do for this Kubrow stuff that I was going to do. I might do that in my video tomorrow, so be sure to check that out. The profile, you can just kind of look at yourself and see what kind of stuff you're doing, see how well you're doing in the game and how far you've progressed. And then you get to customize the game options right here in case you just want your inverted stuff. You have your toggle sprint, all that sort of stuff like that. Gameplay, you can even choose if you want to do invites, matchmaking ping limit 300, which is probably not the best matchmaking ping limit to have, but you can even put stuff on your chat, your interface, have the HUD, how's the HUD looking, your display, whether you want the brightness all the way, if I just want it really freaking bright up in this bitch, and then your audio, whether you want, how do you want your audio, do you want the music just to play, you don't want any of this other stuff going on, and so you can just do all that, and this thing's been modified. Save changes? No, we don't want to save changes. And you can even view your last mission results if you want to from the last mission that we did. But that is most of the stuff that I'm going to show for right now. For my limited time that I have here on the stream, because like I said, it is almost 2 o'clock in the morning, and so I will definitely be putting up another video tomorrow about probably just me doing some random missions and stuff like that, and I might put up another video after I've gotten a little bit more in depth into the actual mechanics of the game to kind of be able to give it a proper, like a full-fledged review. But for right now, I give Warframe a 9 out of 10. This thing is addicting, it's fun. The reason why it doesn't get a 10 out of 10 is because of certain things holding it back, like a kind of a lackluster explanation about the actual, some of the mechanics of the game are a little bit hard to figure out, and if you don't know what you're doing, it can kind of seem a little daunting, and just kind of being able to actually get to places that you want to go, why you can't go to all the planets when you want to get stuff that you really need for Warframes. Like, the reason why I can't build Rhino right now is because I don't have access to certain planets, which kind of sucks, and that kind of hinders my progress. But there's a progress in itself of being able to unlock planets, about finding out what you need to do to get to another planet and to get that extra step. And that's where Warframe really excels, in making you want to come back to play for hours and hours about grinding and getting that stuff that you really want to do in. Unlike some other grinders that I played where it doesn't, you don't get that feeling of, I spent this amount of time on it, this thing is precious to me, and I spent a lot of hours trying to get this thing, where somebody else, a guy that just want to drops $140 on this game, which probably, that's a little ridiculous in my opinion, but if you want that type of thing, then yes, you could do that, but you don't have to. This game is completely free to play. Yes, you can get stuff faster if you pay, but it's not that bad. And the microtransactions in this game are not in your face. They're not asking you to pay for everything right up front to get a pay-to-win market going on here. And the trading on this game is really neat. The chat thing right here is wow. All right, so we have some critique of Destiny 2 right here. And Bearda Sama, oh my goodness, somebody's been watching too much Dragon Ball Super. Um, but you can also have different chats. You can have chats for just members of your clan. You can have chats to the region that you're in. You can actually recruit for missions and people for your clan. And you actually have a separate chat for trading, which trading in this game, I've done it only once. But people in this game are really good about giving you good prices. And except for that, 145 platinum, that better be something really good. Jeez, that better be something just the god level. And of course, that chat portion doesn't come up in the game unless you really want it to. Like if you got a clan member on a mission with you, and you could type something to him if you don't have access to like a headset or anything like that. Yes, my final review for a quick and dirty review of Warframe is a 9 out of 10. The game does so good about the gameplay mechanics, the core combat, the ability to customize your own ship. Your ship, when you start out, does not look like the colors that I have it on right now. I customized this, and you can do that really easily just by going to the menu and doing it. And with the factions, with the syndicates, with your clan, with the easy to navigate star map, and the marketplace, which is a good place to, if you actually want to drop money or you want to buy blueprints, it's a great place to do that. And then of course down here, all this stuff is so easily accessible. And then of course I just like this part where you can just kind of look at your Warframe. It's got that kind of, oh, let's open up wide, and then do that. Yes, this game is extremely addicting for people who like grinding based games, and people who don't, people who simply just want to go into a game to have fun and be able to see your progression is truly remarkable. But that's all the time that we have for in this stream. This is your boy from Aries Gaming Productions, and signing off.